Where do you see yourself? 5 years, 10 years, what do you want to do? I want to make beautiful cakes. Just put me in a room with no windows and a turntable and some cake and I'll be happy. I discovered pastry as a small child living in New Orleans. There was a penny candy store, and so I would get 50 cents after church to go and spend it any way that I wanted to. And behind the counter was the nicest man, Mr. Henry. My favorite thing from his case were his glazed donuts. They were like clouds. I got this invitation to go and hear Oprah Winfrey speak downtown in St. Louis. And she looks at all of us and she says, you know, a lot of you would like to start your own place, but you're too afraid to do it, and most of you will never do it. You're never gonna have enough money. You're never gonna not be afraid. You should be afraid. And she's saying all these things and I'm taking them in, and I look at the woman next to me and I said, I'm gonna open my own bakery. We were, ready for something new. And then that phone call came in and I came over to the neighborhood to see it and loved the building. It was just this blank slate. There were no restaurants open and it was electric. And I said, I think good things are gonna happen here. What I've noticed from being in this space for 6 years is that it's a very proud neighborhood. People who live in the neighborhood are proud of the fact that they stuck it out and are able to come and really help small businesses. The restaurant industry in St. Louis has totally embraced me. It's hard for me to imagine that there's an element of food that's not here. St. Louis is such a small town. It's this big little town. And so for a town this size, with a wealth of restaurant and culinary history, we are big supporters of what people are doing locally. And we've managed to build this family in the neighborhood where everybody sort of relies on each other. In all honesty, I never expected macaron to take off in St. Louis the way that it did. It has its own life. These, two little sides of a cookie filled with possibility. It could be anything, and people get excited about that. The thing about cakes that I love so much is that it's a blank canvas. I like trying to incorporate pieces of a person's interest or even my interest into the finished product because I feel like everything should have a story. I also want you to have one moment where your breath is taken away. When I'm alone, there's no one else in the kitchen, and I'm in that space where every oven is mine, every table is mine. There are no questions, there's no phone ringing. That's my happy place. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning.